Hey there, wise guys, it's that time again. I am rapidly running out of ideas, so today is a How I Conquered Your World day, after a fashion. For your pleasure, the top webcomics that will not be getting an episode. Penny Arcade. Review Penny Arcade? Impossible! It's too big, too wide-ranging, there is no story, and it's too important. Mike and Jerry are living the dream and living it large. To be upfront, the first strips are pretty bad. They almost lost their company twice. But now they're an empire, a household brand, rock stars, to a degree that doesn't make sense, an anomaly of epic proportions, and yet strangely accessible? I've talked to Jerry twice now, once this year at PAX East, and at New York Comic Con, way back when they, manned a booth at Comic Con. We get each other. Seriously, we could bond over the written word given enough time. The most amazing thing at the first Q&A this year was watching him word battle and lose to Angeline Petrichor. He once described a man's voice as sounding like ice cream. I should have talked to Mike this year, but I was so focused on what I wanted to tell Jerry, it wasn't going to happen. But here's what I should have said. He pushes me. Watching his art evolve, seeing his experimentation and growth over the years, has made me infinitely better. I've sadly been without close peers since graduation, partly my own fault. He taught me who Steven Silver was, and I took the guy's character design class. Watching Mike has been monumental in me finally feeling that improvement is something that can happen for me. Player versus player. PvP is my oldest webcomic. I discovered it back when we were getting excited for Lord of the Rings to come out. Scott is the reason I started listening to podcasts, introduced me to Starslip, Sheldon, Evil Incorporated, Girls with Slingshots, Web Snark. There are things I can say about the comic. There are. If it had remained the way that it started, it would be dead. Video game reference, video games. There's only so long this could have gone on without getting stale. Fortunately, he got up the courage to keep moving forward. He would brace for audience backlash, but when a change was right, it was right. He wasn't always mature. He gained a reputation for being a troublemaker. There are people who still view him that way, but I always stuck by him. By wearing his heart on his sleeve, he was the most human of the internet personalities. It was always going to be the good and the bad. And it was kind of great. And Guy pulled it off. This is the same crew from day one, but now we're seeing them in 3 dimensions. Plus now there's Lucille. All hail Lucille! I want to kind of be like her when I grow up. True fact. The power! What? Probably won't do Starslip. I would just cry a lot. Something positive is a little too much for our target audience. Actually, I want to do like a top 10 episode thing, and so not the whole comics, but those will actually get mentions, both of those. Episode 2 of How I Conquered Your World will be up later this week, if I remember. Plus there's, look forward to that, and 15 more VEDAs. Oh boy. As you see, Doctor, 2 can play this game, yes.